Yeah.
What's up, everybody? It's Cassidy and Stirrup here, man. We're live, bro. It's just an emergency live because we got to talk about the situation at hand when it comes to DC Studios. They're saying that Waller is canceled, which was supposed to be in,
No surprise. No surprise.
Yeah.
No surprise.
Paradise Lost.
If only you would have listened to me at the start. Oh, shame.
Shut up, this guy, bro. I know Kier, bro. Here's the thing, man, because you guys know what it is.
Say what you've got to say. Go on.
Formerly, well, not what you guys used to know him as was Metal Viking, but he goes by.
I'm a changed man, guys. I'm a changed man.
He's a changed man. Honestly, after the debacle,
yeah, I found God.
Yeah, after the debacle,
found
bro.
My penis.
When it came to James Gunn, bro, Superman, we watched it. You know what I'm saying? After everything that happened, dude, everything's changed. So it's just
it changed the trajectory of our channels, to be honest. At the time,
it definitely changed the trajectory of our channels. But I'm glad I had to get this guy on here. Had to pull his freaking arm and a leg to try to get him on just to talk about this. So at least give him the grace.
You gave me $20.
I'm gonna pay you. I'm gonna pay you 20 gold pieces of shillings.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's just. So when it comes to James Gunn running DC, and what we've been given with him, starting off with Superman was.
Sorry, guys, Casa. He missaid it. He means not running. He means ruining DC. Ruining DC.
So in Kier's eyes, yeah, Kier he utterly hate, like, what should I say? Utterly hate, James Gunn Superman, or you just
hate's a strong word, to be honest, Cass. I would use hate. Yeah, definitely.
So you hate it? Okay, so
yeah,
Kier he hates it. And to me, I think James Gunn Superman movie was just very mediocre, run by the mill. I don't think.
Cass, let's not be all PC here. Just come on, we're all boys here. Tell the truth. It was a piece of crap.
My thing is, bro, it's just like people really, and it's sad that I didn't want to hurt a lot of people's feelings when it came to the James Gunn Superman movie, because we were hyping it up, talking about it. The trailers and teasers were looking great and all that stuff. Everything was looking up, thinking that we were gonna get a true, very accurate, just historically impactful Superman movie, and it just wasn't that.
Oh, my, how wrong we were.
And it's just like, what kills me is it's just like when you being the CEO and you have all the tools to your disposal, and I was like, and that's what we got. I was just very underwhelmed, and just
that's when you get given free reign to do anything you want to, and that's what that's what and that's what you give out. I mean, I don't know what else to say.
So we got South Cali guy 87 here. He said it was a letdown. It truly was, bro. And I think I remember you, bro.
Cali. It was the biggest piece of dog shit.
And it kills me because, again, at the end of the day, no matter what people want to say or think about Zack Snyder and the Snyderverse, the thing is, he wasn't the CEO, so he still had parameters and things that he had to go through.
Yeah, he had rules and regulations he had to follow.
You can't really blame him utterly for every single thing, because they wanted Superman, they wanted Man of Steel to be a rendition of the Dark Knight trilogy, because that was successful.
What they really wanted, they wanted a Superman in their eyes, and they wanted someone to do what they wanted. Right?
Exactly.
He didn't get any free reign of it. What they wanted him to produce, they made him do.
I think
he had no say on it.
I think my biggest hype when it came to James Gunn's Superman film is that, coming off the high of the Guardians trilogy, which I love the Guardians movies. I do.
Yeah. Especially the third one, though. As soon as that ended,
the third one made me cry like a little bitch, bro. Like, that one was so special. So coming off of that, him making the Guardians of the Galaxy movie, and then learning that he's coming over to DC to basically be the CEO, I thought we were going to get. I thought we were going to get the greatest DC live action superhero movies of all time. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, go ahead and laugh at me. That's what I was thinking. Was I wrong for thinking that?
No, but it's still. Hindsight 2020 is a great.
It's optimistic.
Yeah, dude, extremely because what he gave us with Guardians, you know what I'm saying? And honestly, a lot of people didn't even like his Suicide Squad movie. I thought his Suicide Squad movie was pretty decent.
But this is where we need to go back on
Yeah,
it, bro.
I
Let's
like
go
that.
back a little bit on this. He didn't give us Guardians.
Is that what we went to the cinemas to see that one, didn't we, Kia?
No, that was James Ayer's.
David Ayer's, David Ayer's Suicide Squad, yeah.
See, I keep saying James now
Yeah,
because he's in my head. Thanks, Cass.
Yeah, and then honestly, and then that too. It's funny because David Ayer David Ayer has a cut.
Yeah, his cut that wasn't released.
That wasn't released yet.
Yeah.
So it's like you guys self-sabotage yet again. The WB is such a shady company. Anybody who's a part of WB is screwed because whoever's running WB, they're freaking sick and they're just ruining things. But back to the matter at hand when it comes to James Gunn just not being the guy to lead DC Studios into the promised land. It's not happening. And South Cali guy says if miracles exist, I'd let Zack finish the story. Just get it over with already.
I think we all would, to be honest.
Pull the Band-Aid off. You feel me? Honestly, at this point, bro, and I made so many videos about DC that I deleted at the end of the day, bro. My crash out was so heavy, bro, because I just hated everything after seeing that movie and after seeing
your crash out was generational.
That dude, it was just deleting everything because telling the truth gets you nowhere in YouTube and in Hollywood. That's just the truth. But I'm back again to just stand on my ground now at this point and just talk what it needs to be talked because honestly, I already said this on my other live stream that Zack Snyder, he's the only one that DC Studios has to combat what Marvel is giving us visually and fighting wise and cinematography wise.
Neil, the thing is though, Cass, obviously all of his projects are working because they were still turning a profit. James Gunn is not even turning a profit. They're going down the drain. No one cares about any of his projects because he doesn't know what he's doing. He's not faithful to the comics. And all he's doing is shoving his own political agenda inside it. So all he cares about, he's not bothered about giving you a good story. He's bothered about shoving a message down your throat that you're not interested in. That's why it's a failure.
It really gets me because not only it's like, exactly, Gunn sold a big game. This is all the steps of what not to do as a CEO, especially when you don't have a plan, right? Here's my thing here. Where is it? Where is it? He had a slate, right?
Mm-hmm.
He had the DCU slate, Gods and Monsters.
Gods and Monsters, right? Yeah.
Talking a big game, a big freaking game, bro. Can you imagine naming a slate Gods and Monsters, and this is what you deliver us, and you expect people not to be overly excited? You know what I'm saying? You made a slate called Gods and Monsters, bro. So, looking at this, there it is. Let me see here. Not that one. So, looking at this right now, you see the slate, and you got to tell you got to tell yourself. So Superman Legacy, which we got right, but they changed the name to Superman.
Superman, yeah.
Okay, that's the first slate. Authority, he axed it.
Yeah.
He axed it, bro. The Brave and the Bold. What is happening with that? No one knows anything about that anymore. Andy Muschietti was supposed to direct. Now he's not. Now the people are saying James Gunn wants to direct it. You better stay the hell away from Batman, James Gunn. Yeah. Don't freaking do it.
He'll make Batman gay and wear a thong.
Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, which was changed to Supergirl. It's messy because first of all, he changed the names for Superman and Supergirl. Yeah. Why? It's just very messy. So you change names and you cancel the Authority. Brave and the Bold is limbo. Supergirl is a flop. Swamp Thing is in limbo. Mm-hmm. Waller was just canceled. Booster Gold is still in development, but needs to find substantial writers. Lanterns, I don't care who you are. If you're a true Lanterns fan, you're pissed with how Lanterns is. Don't lie to me. Yep. I'm not a Lantern fan, so I don't care either way. But true Lantern fans are pissed because you're Hal Jordan, the greatest Lantern of all time, is about to go to the retirement home. He's about to go, dude.
Yeah.
He's 60. He's 60-something years old. Like, people do not want Hal Jordan to be that freaking old.
No.
How do you have Hal Jordan being in his 60s and Superman is in his 30s? Who does this? Who makes
James
these
Gunn.
decisions?
James Gunn does this.
That exactly. And then Paradise Lost is gone. Creature Commandos. Even though I somewhat enjoyed Creature Commandos, most of the audience didn't give a freak about that.
I'm gonna say, Creature Commandos is his best project he's actually done.
Yeah, no, I love Creature Commandos way more than Superman and way more than Supergirl.
Yeah,
that whole show.
I agree.
Peacemaker season 2, miss me with that bull crap.
Piece of crap.
Peacemaker season 1, I really enjoyed it. I liked it.
Good.
I'm not gonna cap.
Entertaining.
But season 2 was way too much. It was too much. And let me get to these.
With that orgy. You know what I'm on about. I can't get down.
Don't get me started, bro. Angar, stop trolling. He says not Superman 2025 is the best. Oh, he says Superman 2025 is the best DCU project. I mean, hey, bro, to each his own. Like, if to each his own.
I respect you, but I do have a pair of glasses here that you can borrow.
To me, like I said, to me, bro, and I even told Kieran in my review of Supergirl, I actually like Supergirl a little bit better than Superman, bro. It's crazy, right? I do.
Yeah.
Yes, I do. The thing that Supergirl gave me, it gave me more emotion, and it gave me more serious tonal levity, and it gave me and it gave me the like I would say like the levity of how the seriousness felt, and then also us getting a chance to see, Krypton. You could hear them speaking the language. You got more, like about her origin, her history.
The only problem is though that messed that film up is Millie Alcock opened her mouth.
You're saying you felt it. You felt as if it was a deeper, like delve deeper into the story, like.
Bro, like I just think exactly.
Like I said, Millie Alcock didn't do herself no favors. She should have shut her mouth and not said nothing.
Yeah, Angar. Yeah, and I was gonna say Angar too. Yeah, when it comes to the Marvel situation, I get you with that. With Brand New Day, it's a lot of recency bias going on as well.
Yeah,
that's why
I heard some about that. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I was just, dude. Listen, bro, Angar. I'm telling you this right now. That's why I said everybody has their own opinion, and I understand that, bro. You know what I'm saying? At this point, in this day and age of being a superhero fan, bro, and a comic book fan, a movie fan in general, dude, this is all pieces of art. Yeah, you might like this art, but I don't like that. It's very subjective. And
I'm gonna say it's subjective. Yeah.
Because Angar just said Superman Returns did everything that Brand New Day does and still gets hated.
Yeah. Do you know why though? Because they were made at different times and the world wasn't ready for that.
Exactly. Superman Returns was way ahead of its time.
Yeah.
Superman Returns would have been a masterpiece back in the 90s and the 80s if that came out at that time. I'm telling you this right now.
And I believe it would have done well in this generation because it tackles a lot of themes that are going on right now in the world.
See, here's the thing. This is the difference between fanboys, movie lovers, and just true analysts of who Superman is.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, bro, Superman Returns did every single thing right on who Superman is. The character, that movie was straight perfection. Just again, it was missing.
Yeah, starters, they got the casting,
physical
right?
Threat.
You know, I said for starters, they got the casting right.
Of course, bro.
Yeah.
Of course, dude, the movie again was missing a physical threat. That's all that it was missing. Superman Returns to me is still the best. As much as I love Man of Steel, I love Man of Steel for what it was.
I think
even though, yes, I know it's not an accurate depiction, but if you want to talk about the best Superman film ever, or the best modern Superman film, it's Superman Returns. It's no discussion. Oh, look, see, we're down to 1 viewer now. We were just at 6 or 7. Hey,
gosh, you should have kept your mouth shut.
Yeah, I know, right? This is what happens. You feel me? Like the DC.
When you tell the truth.
No, look, now we're at 0. So now we're at 0 viewers.
They'll come back. They'll come back.
Yeah, I know. I'm not. It's just, see, this is what I mean about not like, bro, can we act our age? That's all I'm saying. It's like, if you can't take other people's opinions
seriously, or what it is, face value, then why join a chat that's clearly depicting what you like? It's like you say, it's all subjective. So why join a group discussing this topic if you don't like the answers? Everyone's got a different answer, and it's just your opinion at the end of the day. It doesn't mean they have to agree to be watching it.
Remember, though, not everyone's opinion's right. It's just how they feel, you know what I mean?
Exactly, bro. Like, no one's opinion is right. But my thing is, we're living in a day and age, not only with comics or movies in general. We're living in a day and age. If you don't believe in my God, if you don't believe in my morals or anything like that, if you don't have the same mindset as me or opinions, I hate you.
Then we're wrong.
I mean, for example, I think No Way Home is still a better Spider-Man movie than Brand New Day. But
and you told me that, bro. And remember, I said I think Brand New Day is still a better film, but No Way Home has better action.
We didn't just sit there, arguing, bickering back and forth, trying to get a point across. Because the fact is, you're going to like certain things that I don't. You know what I mean? It don't mean either of us are wrong or right. It's just what we personally prefer. It's a personal preference.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? It's whatever goes with your wavelength.
And then
it's whatever floats your boat, isn't it?
That's all it's about, bro. That's truly is. And Angar's saying, he's like, let's wait till. See, and Angar's like, and you know what's crazy? Like, it's like,
what did he say? Because I can't see the chat.
Yeah, I'll tell you. He said, let's wait till Clayface releases, and he says, I still have reservation.
I'll be honest, Angar. If you want my opinion on it, it's still not going to save the DCU. There's only one way it's going to save it, and that's if they get rid of James Gunn now, and while there's still time to salvage what is left to salvage with a decent director, and and the head of DC and a new head, then maybe you can do something. But as of right now, with him still being at the helm, there's no hope. There's just no hope. They could bring fucking Christopher Reeve's corpse back out the coffin, right, and put him back in a suit. It ain't saving it right now. It's over.
Bro, my thing is, it's like, here's the thing. Here's the steps of why I'm gonna get to the nit and gritty now on why I just think James Gunn, firstly, is just not that guy. But what's up, Josh? He's just firstly, it's like he carries himself like a 5-year-old with no nuts online.
Yeah.
And it's utterly embarrassing. I've never seen this man's not a director, mind you guys. He's a CEO online, talking and arguing with people online like a little child.
Yeah, baby.
And
big baby.
So in my eyes, it's like, you're the CEO. You should at least, like, I know he thinks that he's cool and hip with speaking with fans and stuff of that nature. But now with the internet being that, the internet can basically, it can screenshot and say whatever you say.
Anything you say on the internet truly is never deleted. It's there.
Yeah, it never goes away. So you got to be careful with how you speak and come by things. And when he's telling people
that, if you come by this chat and say that James Gunn's good, then you're a fraud. Remember, that's there forever. Never.
Yeah, you feel me? So it's kind of just like, when he was. I know that I just showed Kier the tweet that he did to one of the people on there, and he said that Paradise Lost is an extreme it's an extreme development, and now it's canceled.
Yeah,
so it's like
cancellation.
So my thing is, is like, people are gonna call you a liar, or people are gonna just say you're not truly in control. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's like the Pride Wolf. Otherwise, you can only lie so much until people stop believing you.
Yeah.
And then what do you lose? Credibility. Once your credibility is gone, that's it. You lose your respect. No one cares anymore.
Thank you. And you know what's crazy? He might not even been lying. You right? You know what I'm saying, guys? He might not even been lying.
I don't know, Cass. I mean, with his track record, it's pretty bad right now. So
exactly. So, but
either way, he's not made a doubtful impression on himself, has it? To be honest,
no, it's not. My thing is, when you're saying stuff like that, either you're a liar, or it shows that you're not even fully in control, and HBO is pulling the plug on things, and you have no control over it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, then you got to ask yourself, why are they pulling the plug on it? Because it probably isn't good enough, and they don't want it on their platform.
And my
Let's just say it how it is.
If he's carrying himself like this online and saying these things to fans and correcting people and debunking rumors and stuff like that, that's fine and dandy and all. But also the biggest drawback that he did was saying that he fast-tracked Supergirl because the script was so good, right? That's what he said.
Yeah, but Cash, you know what I think he's very stupid with as well, James Gunn? I think he forgets sometimes that you're not in the movie business, you're in the money-making business. That's what you're in. You're made to make money. If you don't make money, no one cares about your movie, and you're not going to make any more after that. No one's going to give you financial backing if they see that you're a failure. And that's what's happening. They're seeing that he's a failure. He hasn't got it. He hasn't got the cojones, right? He hasn't got none of it. He lacks brain cells. I mean, just look at the guy. I mean, why? With how bad his airline is, he should have just shaved it off. It shows how stupid he is, right? Yeah. So how's he going to run a universe? Maybe he's like Turkey and go and get an air transplant before he does.
Yeah, when he can't run a straight line across his head.
Yeah, like come on. His airline goes as far back as World War I. Do you know what I mean?
Oh my god! Oh my god! My thing is, bro. Besides his appearance to me, bro, it's just like it's very apparent that he is just not CEO material. Yeah, he's not CEO material, bro.
He's a cook
and
simp. He lets John Cena kiss all up his wife. Come on. And he watches that. Come on.
So, hey, that's whatever that's whatever him and his wife have between them. If they like that type of stuff, by all means, I wouldn't have a problem with it.
Keep it at home. I don't want to see that on my screen. Thank you very much.
I would have a problem with it if you're bringing, awesome content. You feel me? The fact that you're not bringing amazing content and you're hiring all your friends and your family and your crew people, and it's like he's treating DC like his personal playground.
He won't go against any of his decisions. They'll just go, yes, sir,
and he ain't bringing good content, so he's just making it worse for himself.
Exactly. Angar said it best. Oh, and what's up, Johnny Dome? I see you, bro. He said this.
The thing is, though, he's got no one. There's no one there who's challenging him. Whilst he's got no one to challenge him, he's going to forever
keep making mistakes.
See, look, but now, here's the funny thing, because now that brand new day, now that brand new day,
and I ain't now that charge. So if it dies, if I end up leaving, it's because my iPad's dead. All
right, bro, you're good, bro. You able to you got a charger to put it on?
No, I don't.
All right, well, that's fine. We'll just continue as far as we can.
Okay.
But my thing is, it's like, now that brand new day is out, and I already said this on my last live stream, it's like brand new day is basically the judgment day for DC, because it's really exposing them when this movie about Spider-Man is about to make $2 billion already, and it's already made
$2 billion.
It's already made more money than this whole DCU projects.
How embarrassing! Combined. One movie makes more than your entire.
And it's because if you put Supergirl together with Superman, that's it. It made about 700 something million, 750, 800 million, bro. This thing is about to hit $2 billion.
Say that again for me.
Combining
how big of a character he is, right? Say that again.
Yeah, Superman and Supergirl together is about almost like it's about 790 or 80 million. 780 to 790 million.
Do you know what that reminds me of? The Freddy versus Jason meme. You know where Freddy gets Jason into the dream world and throws him about, and he goes torpedoes, and every time it hits him, he goes, oh. That's embarrassing. That's a proper gut bench, that is, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly, bro. And Angar, that's right, bro. It's just the fact of the matter is, it's not even about, because he said, I mean, of course, Spider-Man would make more. Sam Raimi made general movie lovers fall in love with Spider-Man. Okay, yeah. Right about that, right? But Angar, the thing with that is like continuing the glorious lore in what Spider-Man is. You feel me? Because
the thing is, Angar, it's not that. It's Supergirl and Superman, right? Together couldn't even break 750 million. Superman as a character should be hitting 800 million minimum. I'm not saying it should do $1 billion, but 800 million minimum is what it should be doing. And it couldn't do that with Superman and Supergirl together. That universe is off to a bad start.
Realistically speaking,
yeah,
I think, and especially in this day and age, because people can't use that anymore. Superhero movies are so set in stone. and
Yeah.
they're such household names. Here's the thing, it's all about writing. It's all about
Yes.
good writing and a good story. If Supergirl was amazing, was epic, it could have had a slow start, right?
Yep.
But word of mouth would have said, bro, you need to watch Supergirl. That's the greatest thing I've ever freaking seen. It would have easily made 400, 500 million, even 6.
Yeah.
But the fact of the matter is the script was garbage, and only the very few extreme DC fans still wanted to watch it and give it a chance. But we still had to admit that it's not that good. So therefore, the word of mouth is dead, and you already introduced a character that's not really household for live action. So you really shot yourself in the foot a million times by doing that. That's the problem. Again, if Supergirl was amazing, then we'd have been on the running. It would have easily made 500 million to 600 million. So if you put that together with Superman and Supergirl should both be together, bringing in $1 billion plus. Am I right or wrong? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's.
Right. I mean, what is the main foundation, or what is the main reason for it not making as much money? Do you think? What do you believe?
Oh, for Supergirl?
Yeah, or both in that.
I think honestly, when it comes to being a CEO and being, this goes for anybody. If you're a writer, a producer, a director, a CEO for a superhero company, right?
Stay away from the storyline.
I would say stay away from whatever little original story you have in your head. If it's not as loving or endearing to the comics. You know what I'm saying? There has to be a fine line between not making content exactly like the comics, but making content that has a nice resemblance and feel to the comics. You don't want to stray away.
It still feels natural to you.
Exactly. It still feels natural to the content. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And see, even Angar says the thing is Superman 2025 should have been about Clark balancing his life between being normal human and being a super. Exactly. Just because he has superpowers doesn't mean he doesn't have personal problem. Exactly.
Right.
The thing about the new Superman movie, that it wasn't, you got to make sure that these superheroes are relatable, and we can see that they're relatable with human life and human problems. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's fundamentally what makes what makes a movie like that, or any movie, in fact, well received and well liked, when you can relate to the story or the character in the act.
Dude, exactly. Blackheart Johnny Dome, my boy right there. He said the goods right there. Me and Kier were just talking about this earlier. We said Blackheart Pictures Johnny Dome. He said, I think the animated DC writers should do DC live action. Maybe hire Kevin Smith and others that have proven themselves. That's what I've always been saying. If you're gonna do superhero stuff, the thing people need to understand is live action will never defeat animated shows and movies. It's not.
No.
Live action is never going to defeat, and sometimes, and don't get me wrong, there's some animated movies and shows that aren't good at that they're mediocre at best, not that good. But the main foundation of why we fell in love, like, dude, if I watch the DC, dude, to me, you know who the most epic portrayal of Superman we've been given was the Superman animated series. That is the perfect depiction of what a live action Superman needs to be.
Yeah.
I've said this before. The Superman animated show, the series with I think it was Bruce Timm and Clancy Brown as Lex Luthor. That is the greatest rendition on screen we've ever gotten of Lex Luthor and Superman in such a very mature and just great way, bro. See, look, exactly. Angar, he says, I still watch Superman the animated series, bro, because it's peak, it's gold. It is gold, bro. If DC can follow that blueprint, that's all they need to be successful, bro. No one's beating them, dog. The Superman animated series is just that good. That is the perfect balance of who Superman should be and needs to be live action. That's what really pisses me off, is that you work at a company where you have a vault full of all these blueprints, animated shows, comics. You have the blueprint right there, but yet you still give us original takes on what you think the hero should be, and it falls short because that's not what we want. That's not what we've been given. That's not what we grew up on. So it's going to ultimately fall short.
Especially when they've got the content already in front of them.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah.
The content is right there, and yet you're choosing not to use the blueprint. And it's right there. I don't care what you think your idea, I don't care how good you think your original idea is. More than likely, it's not going to defeat the greatness that we've already been given with the Superman animated series, the Batman animated series, some of the DC animated movies that were just peak, bro. Some of the Lantern shows, the animated Lantern shows and the animated Lantern movies, dude. Some of those movies are some of the best DC movies for Lantern content. And then you have the Lantern show coming out soon. And already people are not with it because the Lantern show is grounded. You grounded cosmic cowboys, and I understand that the show could be great, but it's just, again, it's not what comic book fans and Green Lantern fans want to see. That's not what they want to see, bro. Like I said, I'm not a Lantern fan, so it don't bother me that much. But yeah, man. Oh no, we see you, Kier. No, we know. Yeah, we know the iPad died. But yeah, and then I see Johnny Domi says, I think if the writer of Supergirl also wrote the script. Let's see here. What is this? But yeah, dude, I really think if well, yeah, I mean, Angar saying that the creators of Lantern said that they will go full cosmic. And see, that's the thing, Angar. I can see them doing that, but I hope they don't take too long to do it. And so and
that's if they do it though.
See, and I see them going cosmic because in the trailer I saw them going to space, but I just hope for the fan base sake of Green Lantern that it's perfectly balanced to where we're not waiting too long for them to, because bro, people got short attention spans. I love a good story. I don't give a freak. I don't care. But again, I'm not a huge Green Lantern fan. It's already a problem because you didn't even put you didn't even put green in the show. You called it lanterns instead of you guys calling it Green Lanterns. Again, I'm not a huge Lantern fan, but some of that stuff would piss off some true Green Lantern fans.
Didn't even get as far as the title.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I understand you're making it grounded, but bro, like, you're grounding characters that already have so much lore attached to them and already a fan base already. So being a Green Lantern fan and you're seeing that, you're still on the fence. You're not excited. A lot of people are going to watch that first episode. That first episode on Lanterns better be a smash hit, bro. It better smash the ball, dude.
Yeah, it's completely dismissive of what it actually is to be doing that, though, isn't it? To be honest with you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, but it's just back to the whole matter of everything when it comes to just James Gunn, man, just running DC, bro. And it's just like, I really need James Gunn, bro, at this point, dog. You need to just step down and let somebody else. Yeah, let somebody be the captain of the ship. And he needs to go back to directing for C-list and D-list characters and turning them into superstars. That's what he's good for. That's what he's known for. But for him to want to juggle being a CEO and a director and a writer, dude, you can see in his eyes, he is tired. He's stressed, bro. And he is overwhelmed. You can see him in his latest interviews and the latest promos that he does. It's like, you could see that his energy shifted. Remember when we first saw him announce the Gods and Monsters slate about how many years ago? He was full of energy, full of life. You know what I'm saying? He's fresh on board. He's excited. Everybody's excited. And now when you see him, he looks stressed out of his freaking mind. And you're just like, dude. And you can only imagine how James Gunn feels.
Taking on too much, innit?
dude, he's doing too much, dude. Me and my sister and me and Kiera already been talking about this. I'm like, dude, to me, he needs to just step down, let another person come through to be the executive, the CEO head, handle that, and let him do what he does best, and that's making C-list and D-list characters and ragtag characters and teams, you know, little low tier teams, and making them, you know, making them popular out of his mind. Because I will not sit here and say that I won't say that James Gunn is not a creative guy and that he's trash or all that stuff. That's not it. It's just
stick to what you know and don't break what's not.
Element. Exactly. He's not sticking to his element. It's funny, right? James Gunn is not sticking to his guns. Okay, that's my thing. He's not. He's not built to be a CEO. He's not built to handle characters like Superman. No matter what you believe, James Gunn is not built to handle Superman. He's built to handle low tier characters, and he showed it plenty of times, bro. Yes, and James Gunn works best when he's on a leash. That's what that shows you, because when it came to Guardians of the Galaxy, James Gunn had to go through parameter structures, producers, Kevin Feige, all those motherfreakers had to look through his script, had to look through his story, had to look through what he was having to offer for the Guardians of the Galaxy. They probably told him, you know, they probably kept him in line, kept him in check on certain things that he could do and he could say with the characters. And that's why the whole of the Guardians of the Galaxy came out so good. It came out great. But now you have a James Gunn who is the CEO, and he has full control. And he's the CEO. There's no excuses. And I'm tired of people making excuses for his shortcomings and for what he's doing. James Gunn, he's not fit to be CEO, clearly, and he's not fit to be fully off the leash with his project.
Some people work better when they've basically directed and have a little bit of guidance themselves, even if he is this big CEO, corporate businessman. But he needs to be reined in a little bit, like you're saying. So maybe, like I say, he's bit off more than he can chew.
Yeah, and see, even looking at what's going on in the chat. Yeah, it's just, you know, James Gunn works best when he's on a leash. And, you know, my boy Johnny Domi says they need a person like the guy who was in charge of the CW DC. He did well until it went too long, in my opinion. Yeah, a lot of good stuff was in the CW. I'm not even going to sit here and cap, bro. I love Superman and Lois for sure. I love those DC shows, Smallville, Superman and Lois. The Flash first few seasons was pretty good too. The Arrow for the season or two, they had really great elements. And Angar says he loved the way Gunn made Superman innocent child. Bro, here's the thing, Angar, that I'll say that Gunn got super right when it comes to Superman 2025 is, yes, like you said, the innocence and the childlike. You know, when he was picking up the kids and playing with them, and how endearing he was. He really had the innocent tropes of Superman down packed. He did. That is my main gripe with Henry Cavill's Superman.
Yeah.
That he was too just dour, and he was too because Superman, Superman, he could get extremely stoic when he needs to be. But when it comes to Henry Cavill's Superman, it was just all just brooding, glooming, and just a very depressive, uncertain type of Superman who wasn't able to display. You know, he wasn't displaying a very uppity Boy Scout, you know, look up to the sky, hopeful presence. We didn't really get that from Henry Cavill. We mainly got stoicism with Henry Cavill. We mainly got aura farming from Henry Cavill. We got awesome shots. We had powerful hits in his fights, but he didn't, you know, show me him saving a cat. Show me him talking. Sorry
to interrupt, but that's probably where what you was on about earlier. It leads back to
yes,
someone's telling him basically what to do. It's like he's a yes man almost, and that's probably why he ain't going back to that stoic, happy place that's so relatable to everyday people in essence, because he's also probably being told what to do and what's not working and what is working, and
see,
that's why. Sorry.
Oh no, you're fine. No, you're fine, Lewis. And my thing is here, this is what would have made, again, WB always shooting themselves in the foot, because that is exactly right. Me and Kira talked about this because Kira said, Henry Cavill's Superman was a product of the Dark Knight, and that's what they wanted, and they got that. But the thing is, again, WB shooting themselves in the foot. They seem to forget that, Superman is not Batman at all. They're complete opposites.
Completely different. It's not even
like,
funny.
Bro, I think, to me, Henry Cavill, he had the look down pat for Superman, but if they would have just made Henry Cavill Superman be Superman with the action, the accolades, and all that stuff, they would have been destroying Marvel years ago.
That's what I mean. They're already halfway there, like you say.
So it's like, even Angar said, imagine a Superman movie set in the 1930s retro futuristic metropolis. Exactly, in Gotham, like a medical city. Here's the thing, Angar, because me and Kira already talked about this as well. Yes, taking back to the basics, exactly, Lewis. But here's the thing: why it's funny how Superman works more. Why does so many superhero characters work more in a retro, like 80s 90s feel, right? There's not much technology around. They have to look on their wits, like you said, medieval times.
Yeah, they have to think. They
really got to think light on their feet.
Yeah, that's it. That's what I'm saying.
It's kind of like exactly, those times were more accepting back then. It's kind of like some superheroes work best being a product of their time.
Yeah,
there's a product of their time. That's why, when me, Kier, and you, Lewis, were talking about, when it came to, Brand New Day, and it was weird for me to see, Superman. I mean, not Superman. It was weird for me to see Spider-Man with a flip phone, like, a flip touchscreen. He's got a flip touchscreen phone, and he puts it in his pocket. He puts it in his pocket, and he starts, he flies off, starts swinging around.
Yeah.
So it's kind of just like, dude, like, we get it. It's modern time, but sometimes where modern time can really take the experience away from these characters.
Take the specialness out of it. It's like they feel like they put that in the film to be relatable, but what's actually more relatable is the original, the originality of it. We don't need to see. It's hard
modern. Like, wow,
it just reminds us of everyday life. It reminds us, and what we ain't saying is, it's like the whole point of any film, whether it's Superman, Batman, or Freddy Krueger, right? It's to escape the realities of everyday life, right? And putting stuff like that in it, it can be seen as a minor, but it doesn't have to be put in, because it can also reflect on how you look at the movie. Because it relates to everyday life. We're watching the movie, in all honesty, to escape reality. So we don't need to be reminded of stuff like that. Do I make sense, or am I coming across the line?
No, go ahead, Lewis. You're cooking, bro. Again, the time, movies nowadays, again, especially timepieces and especially characters from retro times in the 80s and 90s, you should not modernize it, because it takes out the whole experience. Because, again, we're trying to run away to a different time, day and age. I don't care what nobody says. Back in the day was better times. And let's stop
definitely.
Back in the day, the 80s and the 90s, even the early 2000s was a better time, better
even
era.
Like 70s.
Yeah, bro. It's just, so when you see these characters that were in a different time stance, and you make them too modern, it just takes you out, and it reminds you that, oh yeah, we're in 2026.
Yeah, exactly. I couldn't have said it better, to be honest.
When it's like, dude, we come to see superhero films and movies to run away from this modern time, because, bro, this modern time sucks ass. We want to go back to the 80s. We want to go back to the 90s, the early 2000s. We want to escape to that for real quick. Take me out of the modern time. A movie's
Oh, it's
job
not.
is to take me out of the modern time.
I was watching. I can't remember who it was now. A few weeks back, and I was watching someone. Remember the American Pie series?
Yeah, the American Pie. Yeah.
That's it. I forget who it was now, but he said he was watching the old American Pie series. I think it was specifically the original one, and he said,
Yeah.
"Remember that when we used to have house parties, and not one person. What do you notice in the film? Not one person was on the phones with the faces in the screens, right?
Yes.
They were all
Yes.
interacting, like." Face to face, they was all having proper conversations and having a drink and having a laugh. There were none of this technology around, and how I wish I could go back to them times. His name escapes me now, and I thought, you know what? That's why I sit and watch the older films, or because they remind you of a purer time, right? And that goes back to what you're saying about the Spider-Man, putting the phone in and putting. You see where I'm coming from, and it's just like,
Dude, no, I see exactly where you're coming
nice to go
from.
back to the origins of a story or the origins of a certain source or subject.
Exactly, and and Angar, and I'm reading in the chat, where Johnny Dome says DC should do different directors, do standalones, then one person focus on the main group story. That dude, that's just, bro, exactly, bro. It's the good old formula, bro. That was basically started not too long ago, because you know what I'm saying. People
And if
always
it
say that
ain't broke,
Marvel.
don't fix it.
Oh, what'd you say, Lewis?
It's like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Facts. Again, bro, that's all it is, bro. It's not broke, don't fix it, bro. Heroes work best with standalone films, bro. Break them down. You know what I'm saying? Build them up, bro, for just them. Do standalone films and then bring them together. So freak, bro. DC just follow the formula. You do a Superman standalone film. That's why even though I had certain good feelings about Superman 2025, it's just the fact that I was seeing all these people in this motherfucker's movie, and I'm like, damn. They're always saying like, oh, we've had so many renditions of Superman. Like, we've seen his origin so many times. We've seen this, we've seen that. So they love that. James Gunn just threw us in the world, and I'm like, that's fine and all, but nothing still beats, origin. I was like, at least show me flashbacks. If you're not gonna give me origin stories, you gotta show me some flashbacks, bro. You gotta give me that so I get invested in this character, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's like looking at Superman 25, and I was just like, David Cornsweet, he looks perfect as Superman, but I'm like, damn, bro, I wish I got time to see more time with him with his parents. Seen a flashback of him in high school, when he was a toddler. You know what I'm saying?
Like, more invested in the character.
Yeah. Dude, like, fuck, bro. I'm like, dang, bro. Like, you're just throwing me in here. I don't know. Yes, he's Superman, but I don't know this Superman. I don't know him. I don't know this guy. He seems like he's a cool guy. Seems like he's, got a good head on his shoulders. And first of all, I'm sorry, bro. His suit, dude, David's suit as Superman is shit. His suit is horrendous. It's ugly. I hate it. I hate his suit, bro. And you can't tell me that $1 billion company, and this is the best suit you could have made.
I know what you're gonna say.
Nah, we're not doing this, bro. We're not doing this. Ever since, yeah, bro. And I'm reading what you guys are putting in the chat, man, for sure, bro. They said, so it's Angar said, but Cass, for that we actually need good directors and writers, not just creators who are like, yo, let's add G right to the story.
I was gonna say that.
And it's funny. It's sad because do you think that, again, and me and Kiera already talked about this, bro. It's not, these companies don't even care about making good movies anymore, bro. It's all about propaganda, messages, and bullshit.
Sorry to interrupt. I don't know whether it's a good or bad analogy I'm about to make, but it's like me and my friend were talking the other day about different movie, but ultimately it's the same kind of thing. It's like, you can get bad films no matter if there's great actors in it, you see? And it's like, whatever they throw at the film, it's like, it doesn't mean it's going to be a good film. Right? You can have the best actors, the best whatnot, the most money, or it
all
doesn't
that
make
stuff.
it a film.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, that seems
Yeah.
random what I just said, but I was trying to relate it back to what something you said a couple of minutes ago, but it just popped in my head. So I'm new to this, so I'm a little bit slower than what a lot
No,
of
man.
people
No,
are.
you're coming in. You're coming in pretty clutch, bro. No, you can tell you have your movie knowledge, bro, because it all stems back from the good old times, bro. That's where we
But
got it
that's it.
from, bro. We soak it up like sponge. Here's the thing,
Yeah.
and that happenstance, it doesn't matter. You know what's so magical about back in the day too? Now it's just a bunch of egos and a bunch of left wing, right wing bullshit that I
Yeah.
don't want in my movies and all this stuff. Yeah, all right, bro. Yeah, all right, Kier. I know Kier said he's off to bed. Much love to you too, bro. It was good
Love you,
having
bro.
you. We're gonna wrap it up soon anyway, but I just we're gonna still talk a little bit more on this because I think people need to understand, bro, that I don't care how many big actors and actresses you have in your movie. I don't
How
care
much
how
of a budget you've got?
I don't care about the budget. I don't care how epic the CGI battles look. I don't care how good the suits are. None of that matters if the script is ass
Shit,
and if the
yeah.
director's ass. If the
That's it.
director, and the writers and the script are
I'm
not
on the
as
bottom floor.
passionate,
Yeah.
exactly. If they're not as passionate, as good as the movie itself is when it comes to the suits, the
Then you
cinematography,
can
the
have everything else,
CGI.
but the movie's still going to be shite.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like I can't. That's not gonna fly in 2026 anymore. You cannot bank on CGI. You can't bank on these epic battles. All these on how the suits look. All these things, bro. It just. NCS says Ultraman and Superman had brutal hand-to-hand fight like Green Goblin versus Spider-Man in 2002 Spider-Man film. Yeah, and
Yeah,
I'll give you that, bro.
yeah.
Ultraman, and
Right.
I don't know, Lewis, if you even seen I know you've seen Superman 2025 basically at this
Yeah.
point. What did you think about the fight between him and Ultraman, like his clone? What did you think about that? Like, did you think that
Uh,
was amazing,
I
or did
took
you
it
think
for
that it
what
was
it
kind
was.
of
I took it for what it was, really. Like we were saying earlier, I'm more of a. I prefer the older movies by a long stretch as well. I just took it for what it was, to
Mhm.
be honest. I ain't got a lot too much to say about it, but
Did it have any weight to it? That's the
it did
thing.
kind of. But like when I say I take it for what it was, I personally found it enjoyable,
Mhm.
but I don't think it. I mean, it maybe just be the person I am, but I don't.
Yeah,
It, well, no, it
your
didn't.
standards.
Yeah. It just. I don't think no films will ever be. So that's why I think they all need to tighten things up anyway, because these films are never going to be what they were, right, or what they could have, right. But
Like,
uh, sorry, I've had brain fog then.
no,
Um,
you're good.
and that's why they need to tighten up, like you say, like with the directing in, like hold the reins a bit closer to the chest and whatnot, play the cards right,
Mhm.
but because they're never going to be what they were anyway. But that's just a subjective opinion because I maybe biased it to a degree because that's just who I am. I prefer the older, the
More of the
older
classics
entertainment.
takes on the movies and stuff like that. It's just like
Yeah, definitely.
for me, even when me and Kier were talking, and I said me and him were talking about it, and I was like, dudes, you know how James Gunn made Jor-El basically like evil, more of like a tyrant. He wanted
Yeah,
Superman to take over Earth, and me and Kier were just thinking like when it came to that whole Ultraman situation, and we were just like, dude, what if like Jor-El was still alive? You know what I'm saying in the movie, and he actually he won't met or he saw he finally meets up with Cal, and he sees David, you know what I'm saying, he's like, son, you know what I'm saying, I'm still alive, we need to take over this planet, this is what I bred you for, and he's
yeah.
against his father. And and it'll be crazy because what if Jor-El, it's like if you're gonna really shoot for the stars and make an original story, an original take on the character, and you're gonna have Jor-El be evil, why not just have Jor-El have the smarts enough to be able to survive the destruction of Krypton and have a safe haven on Earth, and have him fighting his dad. They both have powers because they're gonna both be on Earth. And then if
Yeah.
the dad's like, all right, so since and obviously his dad could be beating him up and he's not gonna fight him back as his father, but he could activate, Jor-El could say, if you're not
Still
gonna help
showing
me, I
something,
have another
basically.
plan. Oh, what'd you say, Lewis?
Still showing something.
Yeah, I wanted him, dude. If that's the case, Jor-El, it'd been cool to see Jor-El activate the Eradicator. For me, that would have been extremely dope just to see him activate the Eradicator and just use him as a tool, because Eradicator has just mainly been created to preserve Krypton by any means necessary. But I'm still, dude, Angar, I was supposed to make a video on that soon too about, Man of Tomorrow. I'm still gonna do that. I'm still excited to see what they do with Brainiac, but in my eyes, the way that I see it is, for James Gunn, and again, I'm not saying that he's a talentless hack. That is not what I'm saying in this video,
No, what you're
in this
saying
live
is he's good
stream.
at what he does. He's good at what he
Mhm.
does, so just stick to that and not maybe bring other, maybe bring someone else in to fulfill certain roles,
He's not.
like
Yeah,
certain needs.
he's just not. He's not CEO material. He's good with what he's good at, and I think it was very brave of him to really try to handle Superman, even though I could tell that he's not. He's not really that much fully in depth with
But
Superman, and I could see
it's
that and
also
feel that.
incompetent at the same time, because you've got to think about the fans that have been loyal followers for many years now, like, and it's like
Exactly.
it's all well and good saying, "Oh, I commend him
Exactly.
for taking it on," but if you are not up to the task, you must know that. It's like, let's say this, say you're not a fighter, but you run your mouth like you're a fighter, right, and you're not prepared to back it up,
You're
right?
gonna get your
It,
ass beat.
yeah, deep
That's
down,
it.
you're not that. You're not about that.
You're not
Like,
about
then
it.
don't open your
Exactly.
mouth. Then don't open your mouth, right? And it's like him. It's like I say. It's all well and good, like trying to take the spot and do big
But
things. If you don't
but
really
this is
think you're up to it,
Hollywood.
yeah,
Yes.
it's corrupt.
Don't do it. This is Hollywood, bro. If you know you can't handle a character like Superman, or if you know that you're not gonna make Superman, your Superman, a movie will never appeal to everyone. But the job of a director and a CEO and a writer is to make a
Give us what
movie.
we know.
Yes, give us what we know, and that way it will appeal to most
The
of the
majority.
audience. You feel me? The majority, because that's what we know.
Yes,
And
because
that's
we're going to
the
get
thing.
a few people. There's always someone that's not going to like it. But
Exactly.
on a grand scheme of things, right, the majority,
Mm-hmm.
like you say, are going to like it, because
That's
you're using the original formula, right, and you're using the right people to take reins and take the right direction.
that is the goal. The goal of a director and a writer and a team in Hollywood doing a superhero film is to make sure that you can win over majority. You don't
Right.
want to win over a fragment or a
Yeah,
small
the
minority. Your
minority.
goal is to win over the majority. And Angar, I
Yeah.
feel that too, bro. Even if James Gunn gets fired, I've said this plenty of times. Even if James Gunn gets fired or James Gunn leaves, I really don't want David to be recast. I honestly love David as Superman, and I love Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor. But
Yeah.
I think how they're being written, and God, please, and David's suit. I always keep saying this, bro. And there's so many concept art and people creating godly suits for David online, but a $1 billion company can't create an epic suit for this man. Why is this suit so garbage? It's terrible. That's why I don't. If they all need to get fired, fine. They can fire everybody, but keep the same core cast.
Same
I like
formula.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Keep everybody in the movie, just get rid of everybody else, bro. You know what I'm saying? And you could do it that way. Because I really do love David as Superman. And I want him to stay as Superman. I do. But we need someone to write him as Superman that could win over the majority, bro.
Yeah.
They can just him 1-to-1 replica of Christopher Reeve Superman suit job now. You know, hey, Angar, to me, I would like for them to make a replica of Christopher Reeve Superman suit, but a modern replica of it. A modern take.
Spice it up a little
Also,
bit.
yeah, bro, it is simple, comic accurate, and definitely a lot cheaper to make. It's like for me, and first of all, I already said this when it comes to Superman. I am not a fan of him using the Kingdom Come S style. We need to go back to the original S. Don't nobody care to see no zigzaggy bullcrap. We grew up and know Superman off of the S. It is the S. They need to go back to the S, bro. I'm telling you. They got to fire on all cylinders, bro, because at the end of the day, oh, bro, see, you're cooking now, Angar. Christopher Reeve suit with Man of Steel texture would be fire. That's what I'm saying, bro. It's like, dude, it's like, y'all know, bro. I'm telling you, dude. And this is how I feel, bro. Any superhero company, bro, hire me, bro. I'll save your company, bro. I will save this motherfreaker, bro, because I feel like to be a fan of superheroes, you gotta really truly be a fan, and in that order, you'll know what the fans want. It's not about what you want to do. It's what you think the fans want you to do. It's not about what you want to do. That's what these directors and these people in Hollywood need to understand.
That's where they're getting it wrong, because they're thinking about themselves and not thinking about us as fans.
Forget your ideas. Forget what you think. It's not about you. It's not about your original stories. It's not about who you think should do this or we should do this different. Nah, bro. It's about what's the fans gonna want, what the fans gonna like, because they're the ones coming out of our pocket.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's ultimately it's the fans that are will make it possible.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
We're the consumers at the end of the day.
Exactly, bro. And the consumers have most of the power, bro. And a lot of people in Hollywood, bro, they're starting to get egotistical. They're starting to get big-headed. They're starting to feel like they're gods, bro. And they need to understand. They are like, Angar says they are like, we will seek fridge. But dude, if your fridge is not good, then who will buy it? That is what these companies don't understand. He said they'll make, bro. It's just like, again, man, just like even Lewis said earlier, bro. If it's not broken, don't fix it, bro. If it's not broken, bro, do not fix it. The DC has had plenty blueprints, plenty projects, animated live action, plenty of things that James Gunn could have, he could have picked from each of those projects. He had so many things at his disposal and put it together, but instead he created his own original idea, and it turned out that it didn't really hit the majority of people.
This kind of a selfish way of thinking, really, one-dimensional, really.
I mean, come on, bro.
And if there's one thing Superman ain't, he's not one-dimensional, is it?
Bro, I'm telling you, man. I think here, and I'm gonna leave it at this, guys, because I'm about to wrap it up. But I just think, at the end of the day, Man of Tomorrow, the way I think about it, just because Supergirl flopped so hard and lost the company $100 million plus, Man of Tomorrow to me. So here's the thing: I'm still kind of interested in Clayface, and I'm interested in Lanterns. But here's the truth: Lanterns means nothing. Clayface means nothing. Man of Tomorrow is going to be the deciding factor on if the DCU for James Gunn could be salvaged. And Man of Tomorrow, no matter what anybody says or thinks, Man of Tomorrow basically needs to be one of the greatest or the greatest DC live action movie of all time, because that's how serious this is. For all these hiccups, everything bad that's been going on with the DC, all these cancellations, all these this, that, and the third, all this he said, she said, and things not going to fruition. James Gunn is losing a lot of faith and trust with the fandom.
Yeah.
The only people that are backing him now at this point are extreme James Gunn fans and freaks, and extreme DC fans who are just willing to accept anything because they're desperate. But
Yeah.
now we're at a precipice now with Supergirl flopping so bad and Superman 2025 being very divisive. Basically, it's funny. Superman 2025 is just as divisive as Man of Steel because people didn't care for such a dark take. And now people don't
No.
care for such a goofy I would say a more goofy and jam-packed rendition of Superman. It needs to be a balance between Boy Scout lightheartedness and dark takes and dark decisions and finding the hope at the end of the tunnel. Someone needs to understand that you need to make Superman exactly like the tone of the character, the physicality of the character, the suit of the character, the way the suit is. I need the S back. I'm not playing games. He should have brought the S back.
I mean, that's it. That
Man
is.
of Tomorrow, dude.
Everybody understands what that S is, right?
It's like,
Everybody.
bro, but he's using the Kingdom Come S, and I'm just like, dude, you have to fire on all cylinders on what we've grown up with and what we love, and take out all your stupid ass ideas and your stupid thoughts on what you want the character to be and who the character should be.
Yeah.
Exactly. That is who Superman is. A child in the inside and Hercules from the outside. That is who Superman is to me. That's exactly what Angar said. Angar be spitting facts when he comes in, bro. He's just, dude, he knows. Like I said, that's a true Superman fan right there, bro. I could see it through the keyboard. I can feel it, bro. And that's just where I stand. Man of Tomorrow, again, to me, at this point, Man of Tomorrow has to be the best DCU live action film of all. It has to be the best. It has to be one of the best, if not the best, DC live action film of all time. And I feel like Superman, Man of Tomorrow needs to make. I'm talking, bro. The way things are going. Yeah, the way things are going with the DC right now, I feel like Man of Tomorrow has to make $1 billion. It has to make $1 billion or more.
Yeah, they've got to make up for what they've lost already.
Yes, it has to. And not only just that, Lewis. Do you know how many characters are in Man of Tomorrow, bro? Do you know how many characters are in Man of Tomorrow, bro? I think there's more than. I think there's 10 characters plus in Man of Tomorrow, bro. Superhero, villains, adding the superhero, the villains, the side characters, the main characters. There is 10 characters plus main characters. And you have to give them all time to shine. You got to get them all time for dialogue and time for development. All 10 plus characters. I think there might be 13 plus. There's a lot of characters in this movie, bro. And they're going to have to, and more than likely, the runtime for Man of Tomorrow might be 2 hours and 45 minutes. 2 hours, 45 minutes to damn near almost 3 hours. Yeah, bro.
Which you're going to need so many characters. You're going to need that amount of
it's a lot,
time
bro.
Get to know them.
It's a lot, dude. It's a lot. And this could either be a Hail Mary for the best or for the worst. Because with all those characters, and you already know this movie is going to be 2 hours, 45 minutes, 2 hours, 50 minutes. Do you think that's enough time to do all that for all these characters?
No, do you know what? Honestly, it's a good amount of time, but like you say, for that many to get into the intimacy with the characters, so you can you know what I mean. It's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot. To be honest, it reminds me of remember the It movie, right?
Yeah.
And they had loads of. They had a few characters in it. There were like 6 or 7 of them, and that's why the story was so long. And the original made from TV movie was so long because it had to portray and show every individual character. There was all kind of like main characters, and it's like to get to know them and be invested in them all and know what they're about. It's like that's why the runtime was so long. So having 10 plus characters, like you said, right? 3 hours is actually not long enough, I don't believe.
It's used to, and you heard what you said, Lewis. You even said 3 hours isn't long enough for that many characters to be fleshed out.
No, I don't think it is.
To have screen time and have intimacy with these characters. It's just, dude. Angar said it best, bro. It's gonna be Superman 2025 on steroids. And DC doesn't, dude. DC is not fond of 3 hour films, bro. Dude. This Man of Tomorrow needs to be 2 hours and 50 minutes least.
Yeah.
It has to be 2 hours and 50 minutes minimum. It has
You
to,
think it will
because
be though?
it's a lot, dude. It's freaking a lot, bro. They're putting a lot of characters in here, and there's gonna be a lot of superheroes, a lot of villains. I would assume Lex Luthor and Brainiac are not gonna be the only villain in here. There's talks about Maxima. There's talks about you got Lex Luthor, Brainiac, Maxima. They might even have secret villains. It could be Mongol, it could be whoever, it could be setting up for other characters. Ultraman can return. Ultraman might come back from the first movie, and he might be turned into Bizarro, or he might come back as the comic book accurate Ultraman. It's just, and then you have all the
it's a make or break situation, and then to be honest,
that is exactly the thing. You said it's make or break, bro. If Man of Tomorrow is not successful, James Gunn is done. This DC is over. It is over as soon as it's over, and it just started. Man of Tomorrow has to be, again, Man of Tomorrow has to be epic. It has to be amazing. It has to make $1 billion. I don't care what nobody says at this point. All the damage control that needs to be done due to Supergirl and due to all these cancellations, due to all this mistrust, this misleading information, James Gunn being online and just talking up a storm, talking a big game and not delivering. The DCU is just not delivering on all cylinders as we thought it was going to be. And now I feel like Man of Tomorrow has to make up for that, and that's gonna be.
Just about to say that it needs to make up for all the shit that we've had.
Yeah, bro. Man of Tomorrow, bro, needs to make up for it again. Man of Tomorrow needs to make $1 billion, bro, and it needs to be one of the greatest, if not the greatest, DC live action superhero movie of all time. It has no room. It has to be nothing more, nothing less, dude.
No more playground shit. No more playing. No games this time.
No, bro. No more games, dude. People, we've been giving James Gunn the benefit of the the doubt long enough. There's a time in life that this comes with friends and family.
We've got to be like, fuck this. We've got to do what's right now. It's like we're already behind.
Yeah, dude. It comes a day and age to know when to let things go, and when to cut the bullshit, and when to know, all right, y'all, it's fight or flight. Like, if we don't do this, we're dead.
It really is that serious, isn't it? Really, to be honest.
That's how serious Man of Tomorrow is. If Man of Tomorrow is decent or mediocre, it's dead. If it's not good, even if Man of Tomorrow is good, it's still dead to me. Man of Tomorrow needs to be. It has no room to be good. Man of Tomorrow has no room to be good.
It's great, and that's baseline.
Great is baseline. To say it's a great film, because great is still in that mid level. To me, Man of Tomorrow has to be.
It's still not factual, is it? It's still not.
Yeah, no. I need to hear amazing, spectacular, masterful. That's what I need to hear. That's what Man of Tomorrow needs to do.
Fire. That shit was fire.
Yeah, it's fire, bro. Like, it's
kind of shit where you're going 2 or 3 times to the cinemas and shit. Oh wait, you know what I mean?
Watching the day, God willing, the day Man of Tomorrow comes out and I watch it, it needs to be so good that I'm gonna turn around and buy another freaking ticket to watch it again.
Right away, yeah.
That's how good this movie needs to be, bro. And I'm standing on that. That's how good it has to be. And that's the thing about it, is like,
no mediocrity.
Yeah, no more, dude. Again, and you can see, and they're saying that James Gunn just had his birthday and he was working 10 to 8 hours. I think they even said 18 hours, 16-hour days on set filming Man of Tomorrow. Working 18 hours, about 10 to 8 hours, or 16 to 18 hours, something like that. So he's working long ass hours on his own birthday on this movie, bro. And I hope he's careful, because you don't want to crash out. You know what I'm saying? Because now that makes me think that you're scared about what your original idea was for the film.
Yeah, because that's why you spent so long on it. It's like when you get given a test paper at school or something, and you're there all fucking day because you really don't know what you're doing. Keep taking in and putting in and putting out, as they say. It's like, yeah,
That means, because see, here's the thing: it could either mean a good thing or a bad thing.
I
The
think,
good thing
yeah,
is that you're taking so long on this that it could be damn near perfect.
effective.
It could be a masterpiece. But also a bad thing is you're taking so long on this because you're
Do
scared.
you know what the
You don't
fuck
know
you're
what you're
doing?
doing, and you're just shit in the bed, and you're like, dude, this is it for me. It's over, and I'm trying to do the best that I can. That's so. It's kind of scary
Sounds
hearing
like a
how long
50-50
he's filming
situation.
this. It's a sticky situation because he knows that the clock is ticking. The clock is ticking for James Gunn, bro. And this is his Hail Mary. And I already keep saying this. Lanterns, I'm going to say it again. Lanterns, the show Lanterns don't matter. Clayface don't matter. Man of
No.
Tomorrow needs to be a masterpiece. Man of Tomorrow needs to make $1 billion. Man of Tomorrow
You
needs to
imagine
make
if
up
it is
for Supergirl's
amazing, and
bullshit.
you imagine if Man of Tomorrow it is amazing, right? You imagine you imagine how great it's. I can't even explain what just went through my head. It went through my head. You imagine if they pull it off.
Yeah.
It's going to be a
Dude,
legend.
you know what's funny? And here's the thing. If James Gunn can pull off, if James Gunn makes Man of
Almost the
Tomorrow,
impossible.
bro, if he makes Man of Tomorrow right, and Man of Tomorrow is one of the greatest superhero movies of all time, this will put him, as funny as it may seem, as ridiculous as it may seem, this
On a
will put
different
him
stratosphere,
this will
mate.
put him at GOAT status for this
Yes,
will make
that's
him the
what I mean.
ultimate, he'll be the ultimate underdog GOAT status if he can
Yeah,
bounce back with Man of Tomorrow, and this movie makes $1 billion and it's deemed as one of the greatest superhero films of all time. That alone would salvage everything that's happened and everything
yeah.
that's going on, no matter if you agree with it or not. But if
Oh
the
no, I
majority
agree.
of people, if the majority of people could go in that theater, watch Man of Tomorrow, and say, "Holy shit, this movie was amazing."
He
All right,
weren't
I
fucking
think
about. He's fucking. It's lit, basically.
yes, and they're like, you know what? We need to give James another chance. He kind of redeemed himself with this movie. That is exactly what Man of Tomorrow needs to be, bro. And
Yeah.
that's final, dude. And that's final, bro. And yeah, man, Marcus died. What's up, my man? I know you just caught a live with us, but I'm about to turn the live off, about to take it down, man, because it's getting pretty late. I gotta work, bro. Got a lot of stuff to be done, but we'll definitely do live again with my boy Lewis right here, man, and Kier. Make sure his stuff's charged up so we can all hit another live and do it again, man, because I'm gonna have another, and I'm gonna have my video that I was supposed to do today. I'm gonna have it done yesterday, and it was gonna be revolving around Man of Tomorrow and the leaks and what Man of Tomorrow really needs to be and what needs to be accomplished with that movie. Because here's the thing: a lot of people, so many people turn on me, Lewis, when I gave my review for Superman.
Yeah. You
And
did.
I think that people need to understand that I
The
love
truth
Superman
hurts,
so
doesn't it, though?
much.
Like they say, the truth hurts. Some people can't take it.
I love Superman so much, and again, I've shown this that I literally, this is the Man of Steel S, bro, tattooed
Oh
on my
man, I
arm,
never noticed. But I'd
right here,
never seen
bro.
that.
Yeah, I have the Man of Steel
That's
Superman
big.
shield tattoo on my arm, and
Nice.
just because, not because of again, because the movie was such a epic experience, and it just, dude, I was such a fan. I'm such a fan of how they did that different rendition. Even though I know that it's not fully accurate, I still enjoyed it for what it was. But
Yeah.
overall, at the end of the day, I'm such a huge Superman fan, and my expectations for the character, it's my expectations of the character are at the
Premium.
height of who the character is, because that's who Superman is, bro. He's hope. He's for
Yeah.
a better tomorrow. With all that power, he holds back and he holds dear, and he's hopeful with all that power when he could do whatever he wants, but he
Yeah.
chooses to be the
To
symbol.
do
He
good.
chooses to do good. And I need a director or a writer to give me not who you think Superman is.
Who he is.
Not who you think Superman is, or not who you think Superman should be. Give me who Superman is. Who he is. Not what you think of him, not what you want him to be. Just please give me Superman, bro. That's all that I ask, bro. Angar says only Sam Raimi can do justice to Superman. Yo, hey man, dude, if they gave I already talked this with Kier. I said if James Gunn does get fired, bro, my top people to take over for Superman, bro, is Sam Raimi and Peter Jackson. That's Sam Raimi and Peter Jackson, bro. They needed I'll take them to take over Superman any day of the week. But honestly, Sam Raimi is in the top seat. It's Sam Raimi and it's Peter Jackson, bro, to take over for Superman, dog. If James Gunn bites this.
All day.
But it's crazy because I still, as crazy as it may sound, I really still do want James Gunn to redeem himself and acquit him for all the sins and bullshit he's done, and make Man of Tomorrow amazing and a masterpiece. And I needed to hit $1 billion, bro. This will be the greatest comeback of superhero movie making of all time, bro. If he can do this, some all sports Steve says Gunn is out. Gunn is out, bro. Oh God, bro. It's like, dude, I don't want to be the negative Nancy, bro, but I'm telling you, dude, if he's working hard on this movie, man, I can't wait to see the first trailer. I can't wait to see the first teaser, because even then, even if I do see the teaser or the trailers, me and Kier always say this, bro, the teasers and the trailers don't mean shit. I don't care how good the teasers and trailers are anymore, because that's how I got bamboozled and felt when I did the reactions to the teasers and trailers for Superman 2025. I was over the moon, and then watching the movie, I was like, what is this? I was like, this is not how I felt watching the trailers of the teasers. And
because they've got all the best. You literally, most teasers and trailers are literally 5 minutes of the best of the film's got to offer. So then you've seen the best, and you're literally left with the shit point by the time you go to the cinemas to watch it. It's like, come on, man. And it's like, especially when you like dying to watch the film, and you're left with the shit left over, effectively. That's why I don't like watching trailers.
It's like, but you know what's crazy? But for sure, I'm still gonna watch the teasers and trailers for Man of Tomorrow.
Oh, you got to do it if you're a fan. You got to do it.
I expect it. I expect to watch it as a fan. I'm gonna react to it, obviously, for the channel. I'm gonna do all this stuff, cover it and everything.
Yeah.
But I still, even besides the trailer and teaser, I still expect the film to need to be epic or a masterpiece. Besides even watching the trailers and the teasers, bro, everything that James Gunn is doing when it comes to working those many hours and filming, directing for this movie, the set pieces, the practical, and having all these characters in the film. I already said this damn near needs to be the best DCU movie of all time. It has.
There's no margin for error, really. Like, speaking about it and just putting it all in your head and that, it's like there really is no margin for error.
No, there's no margin for error, and that's why you see.
To be honest, I'm going to be completely honest with you, and it might be an unpopular opinion, but it's like it almost feels like a tall order, and it's almost an impossible task. It seems that way, to be honest.
And you know what's crazy, Lewis? When you go on, if you were to go online right now, and even looking, bro, like even looking at everything about James Gunn on Twitter, especially, majority of people are just turning on him. They're turning on him, bro. They're not happy, bro. I still prefer the Snyderverse. People prefer the Snyderverse. People want James Gunn to be fired.
Because they've already seen shit. So it's like you're only as good as your last, like they say in boxing, you're only as good as your last fight, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it's like if it's not been, well, how would I say this? If it's not, I forgot. I've totally forgot. I'm sorry. If it's not been providing, if it's not coming through, and it's been fucking up, should I say, for lack of a better term, then they're not going to have a lot of faith in him, are they?
Like, see, and I remember when he was on the red carpet of Supergirl. Look at that face, bro.
Yeah, he looks like he's scared.
Look at that face, man. This was him at the Supergirl red carpet premiere.
It's not a good look, is it? No pun intended.
And he's already, and this is his face. This is how he looks at the Supergirl premiere when he's already filming the Man of Tomorrow. This is how he's
He
looking.
looks vivid, to be honest.
That's why I said that's not a good look. So it's like seeing all this and seeing all the fans turning on him. It's like
You've got to be naturally in a good place to make good things happen, and he don't look like he's in a good place, to be honest.
I don't know, man. Isn't it crazy that I feel bad for him, but I shouldn't. You know?
Yeah, that's the good in you, like. But yeah, it's almost like catch-22. It's if you know what that is, it's like
I heard of it. Yeah.
Yeah, you're just wanting the best from him, but you know that he's not been performing. But you still want the best for him. You still want him to do good.
Oh man, it's like fool me. It's like fool me once.
Shame on him.
Yeah, and fool me twice, bro. Shame on you, bro.
Yeah, that's
like,
it.
I feel like if James Gunn, bro, that's why I said if Man of Tomorrow is mediocre, good, or great. Great is not even on the category that I need for this movie, bro.
No, it needs to be like you said
amazing.
earlier. It needs to be at least amazing, if not legendary, to be honest. And that's why I say are we expecting a little? Because to me it just seemed like a tall order. Are we expecting a little much? Do you think, even though he's not shown to be, I don't know, very good at the minute? Are we expecting it a little bit too much? Is there a little? But then again, like you say, we've given him chances after chances, like you say with the fans. It's like there's not really any time. We can't really keep doing that, can we? It's not fair on the consumers, like I said earlier. It's like you can't keep fucking up.
Yeah, see, and someone just said if the Paramount deal was done last December, would we even get Man of Tomorrow? And I truly don't think we would have. The timing is very ominous and coincidental as well with this Paramount deal that they're supposed to be buying Warner Brothers and DC Studios. So it's like now once that merger is done, the last films before Peter Safran and James Gunn contract ends, it's the last projects will be Lanterns, Clayface, and Man of Tomorrow. And that's where the 2027 contract will expire if they don't renew it. That's why I say, like, bro, Man
so
of
if this
Tomorrow,
one's not good, then are they going to really renew it?
this needs to be the greatest comeback. Again, like I said, this needs to be the best Hail Mary, the greatest comeback in superhero movie filmmaking history.
In every aspect.
And in every aspect of that word. Because if it's not, James Gunn will be fired. He will be done. I don't. The way that his face looked in that red carpet, I think if this fails, I don't even know if we'll ever see him in Hollywood again. That's how bad he looks. That's how
Really?
stressed out he looks. He looks done. Gunn looks done in that picture and on that red carpet, bro. Because he knows how bad Supergirl flopped, and he knows. I hope that he's not looking that way because he knows how bad Man of Tomorrow is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because he's already filming Man of Tomorrow, and I just hope, bro. Dude, I'm so tired of the DC universe, or I'm so tired of DC keep getting rebooted. I am tired. I'm tired of it, Lewis. It's draining as a DC fan, bro. It's bullshit. We can never have a 10-year slate like Marvel. DC fans, we ain't eating like Marvel, bro.
No.
It's sickening, man. It's
And
freaking sickening, bro. It's like it's tired, bro. If there's people out here giving up on DC, bro.
I mean, and that's unheard of, like, yeah, about 10, 15 years ago. I mean, come on.
Dude.
And that's what I'm saying. It's down to every aspect of or every scenario, every aspect. Whether it's fucking his career, what people think, whether it gets renewed, what he does next, the fans. It's like he's got to hit so many bases with it. That's why there ain't no way that mediocrity will come through. That's why we need amazing things to happen, not subpar. We need amazing things to happen, and that's why I hate to keep saying it. I don't want to put doubt in anybody's head, but I almost feel like it's an impossible feat.
Yeah, you don't see it really. You don't see the DC.
I'm not saying it can't be done,
Yeah,
but like you say,
yeah,
when he's got original material and access to everything that he really needs in front of him,
exactly,
and
bro.
he's
It's
still
right
got,
there, dog. It's
that's
right
what I'm
there.
saying. It's like if you can't do it when it's smack bang in your face, then when is it going to happen?
And that's my thing now. Is it now that he's seeing all the hate and all the discourse? Is it gonna happen now? Because he's so
That's what
stressed
I
out.
mean.
Did
Yeah.
it take for all this to happen for you to wake up and smell the coffee and know
And
that,
not many
oh
people
shit,
do. He's under pressure, isn't he?
yeah. So it's kind of like, dude, yeah. It's either yeah. It's basically life or death for this man's career right now.
That's what I mean.
That's how I feel. It feels like life or death for his career.
Yeah, definitely.
That's what it looks like, and that's what it's seeming like because you were brought here to rebuild, basically, right? Rebuild the franchise after people deemed, Zack Snyder destroyed the image of Superman and all these other things and whatnot. Even though there's still a huge margin, hoping and praying that Zack Snyder comes back, a decent margin of people. But besides the Snyder bullshit and all that other crap, I don't care. Freak Zack Snyder. Screw, screw James Gunn. Screw all these mother freakers. I don't care. I just want someone who's going to respect the material and respect the comics and the characters, bro. I'm not no tribalistic son of a bitch, bro. I don't care about Zack Snyder. I don't care about James Gunn. I care about the mother freaker who's going to bring prestige and regalness to the DC brand and the DC characters, bro. I don't care, bro. I don't care who the freak you are. You could get a hobo off the street, make him. You could get a hobo off the street who loves DC comics, bro, and put him in the chair, bro, and he can make a better universe. But he loves DC, and he's a bum. He's a hobo, and he can do a better job than Zach or James. I don't care about names. I don't care about egos.
That's what I mean.
Get in the seat and save DC, bro. Please,
fire.
Bro. Like for real, bro. Yeah. Because at this point, yeah, like, if Man of Tomorrow is not good, if it's mediocre, if it's subpar, James Gunn is getting fired, and they're
He ain't
gonna
coming back.
restart the universe, and they're gonna restart the universe again, bro. And who are we gonna choose this time? Freak, bro.
I
Just
don't know.
please.
I think people are going to go crazy if it's oh, it's going to be horrible. It's going to be horrible if it don't pan out, innit?
I see you guys in the chat.
It needs to be, man. It needs to be, man.
Yeah, man. It's just like, bro, I just want the best, bro. It's like, dude, I'm telling you, bro. I love Marvel so much. I love Marvel so much. But boy, I'm a DC fan at heart. This is a DC household up in here, bro. I love Marvel again. Don't get me wrong. I love my Avengers and all that stuff. But if you put a gun to my head and ask me,
Yeah,
you can only
DC all
choose
day long,
one.
though. I'm the same.
If you put a gun to my head and ask me, you got one to choose, you'll die. You better answer right now. I'm gonna say DC.
DC.
Put my hands up. DC over Marvel. But right now, Marvel is just obliterating DC movie-wise. And it hurts my soul. It hurts my soul because DC has so many prestigious, exquisite characters. And you guys don't know what the hell you're doing with them, bro. You can't even make a freaking movie, bro. Basic
so
movie
much potential in it as well.
Characters.
So they've got so much potential. DC have so much potential. So many legendary. No.
It's just, and here's the thing, because like I said, it's like you're taking my DC toys, right? My action figures, and you're just chucking them. You're not even respecting them. You're not respecting my action figures, bro. You're just doing whatever you want with them. You're doing,
and this is people's lives. This is actually people's lives, right? It's like there's some movies that I really do. I'm just as passionate, right? There's some movies that that literally save me.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, you said it, bro.
Do you know what I mean?
No, stop, bro. You freaking said it, bro. That's. I don't think these directors and producers and writers understand, bro, that these characters are saving people's lives.
You're fucking with my life now.
Yeah,
you're fucking with me.
Yeah, you said you're fucking with my life.
Do you know what I mean?
Bro. Nah, dude, he's not lying, bro. That's what they need to understand, bro. I think people forget how special and important movies and film is, especially films that are based on characters that we love so much. Because, again, reality, let's be honest.
It's literally in our DNA. At this point, it's in our DNA. It's who we are.
Yes.
Right. And I can say with some movies, it is literally encoded in me at this point. Shit that I've grew up with for 10, 20 years. And it's like, you want to put some incompetent fool in front of that fucking camera or the story, you know what I mean? And
you're not dude.
Sorry, say again.
No, so we just talked about this, bro. Like, I'm 30, bro. I'm 30 years old, bro. You're 30, in your mid-30s, bro. And can you imagine how, like, for me and for you, the characters you grew up on? Like, dude, I grew up on DC ever since I was 7, 7, 8. So it's been decades, you feel me? A decades and a half, bro, that I've grew up on these things. These things have molded me, they shaped me. So
yeah, they all
like you said, bro.
It's you. It's you. It's personal at this point.
And it's like, dude, and like people are saying in the chat, bro, they're saying we could have had a Justice League movie, Justice Society film. Bro, I already said the films that we could have gotten for DC. It's utterly insane, bro, how they don't have they could have a what is it called? They could have had a live action Red Hood movie. They could have had a dude, what are they freaking the crime, dude. We could have had the Crime Syndicate. The Crime Syndicate, that's basically the evil Justice League, you feel me? Like, bro, New Gods, bro. Freaking New Gods, dude. We could have had a show of New Gods about Apocalypse and his children, Caliban and Desaad and all them. Like, dude, There, you could have had a movie about Mongol Warworld. You feel me? We could have a movie leading up to Trigon. You know, connecting to the Teen Titans. It's just like the things, dude. The characters, the stories, the prestige, the class about all these characters, all these things they could have choose from, and they're giving us bare minimum, dude. We have a freaking Jimmy Olsen show that they're talking about casting. Who the freak gives a shit about Jimmy Olsen show, bro? With Gorilla Grodd, dude. At the end of the day, bro. At the end of the day, I don't care what nobody says, bro. Nobody, dude. Oh God, see Tala the Warden. I see you, bro. Batman Beyond. A live action movie on Batman Beyond alone would make $1 billion, bro.
Yeah.
Batman Beyond. Lewis, I don't know if you remember Batman Beyond, the animated show.
Yeah.
But, bro, if they did a Batman Beyond live action movie, it's like, bro, why? Yes, Angar, I agree. Why are they making... It's like, Angar, why is DCU making it so complicated? When me and Lewis already said the tools... The comics, the animated shows and movies are right freaking there. They're right there, bro. It's like, I feel like these people are freaking demons. They're evil. It's like they're feasting on our sorrow.
It makes you feel sometimes like they're doing it on purpose.
They're feasting on our suffering.
On our souls.
They're feasting on our suffering and our depression, bro. Bro, I don't understand, bro. They have all the tools, bro. And that's what's crazy, bro. People keep talking about how Marvel is this and Marvel is that, bro. If you had a competent CEO in there and you had glorious directors in the DC studios, we wouldn't be saying shit about Marvel, bro. Because DC on its bad day, it's better than Marvel on their good day. Because at the end of the day, their characters are leagues above. Their characters are just so relatable. Their characters are so complex. Their stories are so epic. Their stories are so serious psychologically, mentally, spiritually, bro. It's just on another level.
Never stratosphere.
It's just, it's just, and we need people in DC who know what they're doing. And it's just, please, bro.
It's almost laughable sometimes. It almost makes you feel weak, doesn't it? Do you know? And you're like, come on, man.
Gosh, it makes you feel weak. I'm getting weak in the knees, guys, talking about this shit. How am I getting weak in the knees and I'm sitting down? That's crazy, right? It's just like, bro, that's how much this is taken out of me, bro. Because, again, guys, it's DC is so much more than this, bro.
Yeah, I agree.
It's so much more than this, dog. And it's utterly... tragic, it's utterly sad, and it is sickening that
it's disgusting. I was just gonna say
that. Someone said, "Have faith in Gunn and the Divas Masara, bro." the Divas Masara, bro. I see you. Oh gosh, he says, "Have faith in Gunn, man." Yeah, sure. You only fail upwards at WB, right? Someone said, "Fine. If they don't want to go cosmic and expansive, there's Green Arrow." Bro.
Nah.
Jeez, guys. I know it's been a blast, man. I know it's getting pretty late, dude. I'm definitely gonna do a video tomorrow, guys. And if anything, man, I might go live probably on the weekend or even tomorrow if I feel like it, man. With Lewis, man. Like I said, it's been a pleasure having you on the show, man. It's been a pleasure, man. For real. Next time we'll make sure Kier has the stuff loaded up and charged up so we can have a proper live, so man, thank you for being here, man. It feels like this is a freaking therapy session. I feel like I'm talking to a freaking therapist or a psychiatrist, you know what I'm saying? my mind is freaked, bro, because I'm not understanding just the decisions at Warner Brothers and DC Studios. It makes me sick. It's like they're feasting on our sorrow and our suffering and depression as DC fans, and all we want to see is our characters done justice and do them the right way. And like you said, if they're not broken, do not fix them. I don't want you doing anything. Don't ground my cosmic characters. Don't ground my cosmic characters, because that's not what I grew up with. You feel me? That's not what has not been making your company fruitful for the last 70 to 80 years.
Exactly.
Don't do my shit like that, bro.
And don't do me like that either.
Don't do me like that, bro. We built up your company, and we could be the same ones to tear that motherfucker down.
Put it down. Exactly, man.
If you threaten what we love, that's how it
That's
is. And I really hope they learn from this. And again, Man of Tomorrow needs to be the greatest DC movie of all time. No more, no less.
Needs to hit it out of the park, really, to be honest. Needs to be with the motherfucker.
But yeah, guys. Yeah, man, Lewis, I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for being on the show. Thank you guys for stopping in. We'll definitely do some more lives, man. Oh, man, see, this was really fun. I feel like this seems to be a safe haven. It seems to be a safe haven for a lot of us DC fans to come here and just talk and shoot the shit, bro. Like, I mean, just talk and shoot the stuff, because it's just, I know holding it back.
Use it as a punch bag. We need to use this lives as punch bags. Let that fucking anger out. Have a place to fucking talk and really get your emotions out.
Because again, no matter how much you hate James Gunn, no matter how much you don't like the new DC projects, none of that matters. The fact of the matter is us as DC fans are suffering, and there's DC fans that are literally coping because they want these projects to be so good. They're so desperate for any project that they'll accept mediocrity, and we don't deserve mediocrity because
but no time for none of that shit. We need excellence.
DC, it stands for, DC is like dynamic comics. You feel me? Yeah. It's dynamic. It's incredible. It is beyond its time. It is majestic. It is regal. It's everything under the sun, and we're not getting that through live action content. And I need to know why. We need to know why, and they need to be held accountable for it, and they need to fix it, and they need to fix it fast, because we do not deserve this.
Fucking see this video.
And the DC brand does not deserve this. It doesn't.
No.
It's sickening. It's sick. But guys, thank you so much, man. Again, Lewis, it's been a pleasure. We're definitely gonna do this definitely again. I had a good time, and yeah, man. Hit
me up, Freaky, or something.
No, for real, I will, bro. For true, bro. And hey, bro, prayers in the chat for DC, bro. Pray for DC. That needs to be a pound. Pray for DC, bro, because that's all we can do. Just pray about it, because it's just like, jeez, bro. It's just all we could do, man. But yeah, man, guys, I love you guys, man. It's been a pleasure. Thank you, Lewis, for being on the show. And I'll see you guys next time. See you guys next time. In peace, man. Take care.